All right, so 35, you'll see that the speedometer or the speed limit changed on the display. Coming up on the high school here, so I used to do this drive every day with my kids coming to school. And I went through another school zone recently, as near my house, and I was dismayed to find that the speed limit on the display or in the computer didn't recognize the school zone. So I'm up here testing this to see how it looks here. Right now this is a 35, but there's a 25 zone coming, and it's got the flashing light. You can see it coming up here. Cars slowing down, right, as they should, and that's what I do. And as I go past, still says 35 here. So despite that sign and the flashing light, it didn't recognize them. I don't have the full self-drive beta. I'm in control of the car. Auto steer's not on. Certainly there's a car in front of me, so if I were going, if the speed limit or the cruise was still set at 42, which is what it is right now, it would slow down with this car and the stoplight. But it's a little disconcerting. I've had 3 kids and they're all adults now, but I was always careful around these school zones. And to think that this computer and the AI is not recognizing the school zone is a little disappointing. The other school zone is actually a 20, so that's even worse because that's on a 45-mile-an-hour road, and it goes down to 20 for a few hours a day. And to have this not pick up the sign is it's surprising to me, because on my main road near where I drive, what I find is that there's the construction area, and there's temporary signs on the ground that say 25 miles an hour in the construction area. And the Tesla picks those up. It sees those and it changes the speed limit down to 25. And when I'm coming south out of there, it picks up the 40 mile an hour speed limit sign and changes back. But when I'm going north, there isn't a 40 mile an hour sign coming out of that zone, and it stays at 25 all the way until it sees the next sign, which is like a mile or so down the road. So it's a little surprising and disconcerting to me that Tesla hasn't built this a little better to pick up these school signs. Now, I don't know how the full self-drive would actually work. Would it pick that up, and would it actually come back and say, hey, we're going to slow down and drive? That's one of those areas I think is really important, where humans are superior, because we recognize things that are changing conditions and we react. Maybe more importantly, we can see other people reacting, which helps us to remember that it's a school zone, we have to slow down or something else. So I don't know what's happening there, but it is a little disconcerting to me that the Tesla AI did not pick up the school zone and reflect it on the computer. I'll keep watching and see what happens as we keep going. But so far, do love the car. It is amazing, but be careful of the automation features and how they work.